So let's have the acute angles of a right triangle. So this one is another theorem under triangle. Okay. So we have the definition of this theorem. The acute angles of a right triangle are complementary. So when we say complementary, okay, if we add the two angles or the sum of two angles is equal to 90 degrees. Okay. Now, we have a right triangle here. If you see this symbol here in a triangle, meaning say this one has a degree of 90 degrees. Okay. So what's left now? Since all the interior angles or the sum of all interior angles is 180 degrees. So since the one angle measures 90 degrees, so the remaining angles are equal to 90 degrees. Well, that's why measure of angle 1 and angle 2 is equal to 90 degrees. Okay. Now let us apply this formula or this theorem. Okay. In order to find uh, the degree measure of angle B in triangle ABC, so this is the missing angle, we can apply the acute angles of a right triangle. Okay. This time this theorem is it works only for a right triangle. Okay. Because we have a, how can you find or how can you determine that your triangle is a right triangle? By this symbol here. So okay, meaning say it is a right angle. So what is the degree measure of angle B? So this is the missing angle. So by the acute angles of a triangle theorem, measure of angle A plus measure of angle B, that is equal to 90 degrees. They are complementary. Measure of angle A is 23 degrees plus measure of angle B retained, since this is our missing angle. So that is equal to 90 degrees. Measure of angle B is equal to 90 degrees minus 23 degrees. Okay? So by the subtraction property of equality. So measure of angle B is equal to 90 minus 23, that is 67 degrees. Okay. Next example. We have example number 2. So we need to find the value of x of triangle GHI. This time, we incorporate algebraic expressions. Okay. Our right angle here is angle y. We say our triangle is a right angle. So measure of angle x and angle Z are acute angles. Okay. So if we add the two acute angles, angle x plus angle Z, and that is equal to 90 degrees. Measure of angle x, that has a measure of 2x plus 1, plus measure of angle Z, it has a measure of 5x plus 5, and that is equal to 90 degrees. Okay, so combined like terms, 2x plus 5x, that is 7x. 1 plus 5, and that is 6 plus 6 is equal to 90 degrees. So retain 7x, and that is equal to 90 minus 6 by the subtraction property. So 7x is equal to 90 minus x, that is equal to 84 degrees. Okay. So divide both sides by 7. Then you will get x is equal to 84 divided by 7. Then you will get 12. So our value of x is 12. Now, last example. Okay, in this time, we have a given triangle GHI. So you need to find the degree measure of angle H. So this is our given. So angle G is our right angle. Okay, and this time our given figure now is a right triangle. Okay, so we have angle H and angle I, which they are acute angles. Okay, by the power of the theorem, acute angles of a triangle, measure of angle H plus measure of angle I is equal to 90 degrees. Okay, measure of angle H, it has a degree measure of 3x plus 1. 3x plus 1 plus measure of angle I, that is 2x plus 4, is equal to 90 degrees. So 3x plus 2x, and that is 5x, plus 1 plus 4, that is 5, is equal to 90 degrees. Then retain 5x is equal to 90 minus 5 by the subtraction property of equality. So 5x is equal to 90 divided by 90 minus 5, that is 85. Then divide both sides by 5. Then x is equal to 85 divided by 5, and that is 17. Our value of x is equal to 70 degrees. Now, we're not done yet. So we need to find the angle measure of angle H. Measure of angle H is equal to, which is 3x plus 1. Is equal to 3x plus 1. So, our value of x is 17. So, it will become 3 times 17 plus 1. So, 3 times 17. So, that is 51 plus 1, and that is 52 degrees. So, measure of angle H is 52 degrees. So, we are able to answer the last example for this problem.